Hey guys, Buffing Game back today bringing out a video, and today we're covering the Gunsmith breakdown trailer here for Modern Warfare 2, the Intel drop released today. Now, first off, after you watch this video and you watch the video that I'll link down below, which is the actual Gunsmith without my commentary, the video released from Call of Duty, go ahead and check out yesterday's video, which was the all confirmed weapons and potential or possible conversions that I did. It was a long video, but I broke that video down with the timestamps into platforms, each platform, and the conversions that we know about and that I theorize will be included in the game. And this video kind of reinforces that video. So everything that I kind of predicted there looks like it's going to come to fruition. So first off, my overall thoughts about the Gunsmith. This looks awesome. I really love the way this looks. The overall UI design, how they made this look different from Modern Warfare 2019's Gunsmith is really, really nice. It definitely does look more like you're in an actual gunsmith workbench type area. I like the clean design with this. I like the way you're able to select everything. Now, one thing with this, first off, is all attachments that you unlock for a weapon will be unlocked for the linked weapon for that. So basically, when you have your weapon tree, which we'll get into here, using the M4 as an example, you'll have things that you can unlock with different receivers. By unlocking a receiver, you unlock essentially the different weapons. So we start with the M4. We'll have things like the Hurricane, which appears to be the AR-57. We have something MCR Fight Light, which is there as well. So all of these things, when you unlock attachments for one of the conversions, you'll unlock those for each different weapon. So by unlocking the M4, you're going to unlock different weapons by unlocking the receiver. So essentially the M4, just like we did in Modern Warfare 2019, turn it into an SMG, a DMR, in this case an LMG as well. Those will all be their own weapons inside of the unlocked tree. So if I started with the M4, what we can see here in the example shown in the video is you'll unlock the Fight Light MCR, which is the belt-fed LMG receiver. You'll also unlock the FSS Hurricane, which is that AR-57. And you'll also be able to unlock what looks like, looking at the receivers, the Ftech Recon, which appears to be something similar to at least the Mark 12 SPR, which is another weapon we discussed in yesterday's video as well. So that's a DMR version. So that's going to be really, really cool here, as well as the M16 is another version here. So you have all these receivers which essentially turn the M4 into a completely different gun. And you unlock that gun by unlocking the receiver, it seems. And all the attachments you unlock for one of the weapons in that tree is can be equipped to any of the other weapons that you have here unlocked for that particular platform. So the FJX Cinder Vault Pack is going to be available here for the M4, which I'll break down more so when we get into the beta. That's going to have every, or at least 50 plus attachments unlocked right off the bat for the M4 with this FJX Cinder Vault Pack. And that's going to be essentially a blueprint version of the M4, which retains its aesthetics of the blueprint for every attachment. That's really all that is, but a vault pack, think of it as a weapon vault. Your vault, you have everything there already, so everything is unlocked, or at least the majority of things. It says 50 plus will be unlocked for the M4, so we'll go ahead and definitely deep dive into that when we get our hands on it here with the beta, because I did pre-order that, so I will have the FJX Cinder Vault unlocked. So one thing to note going through this, first off, we did see a freeze frame here on optics. So we have a bunch of different optics from like Weaver red dots. I see some aim points. And of course, we have the Leopold hammer coming back as a hybrid fire point. So I'm really excited for that. It's definitely always my favorite optic. So we're going to have a lot of hammer sights on the weapons yet again. So I'm really excited for that. The base M4 here is definitely the M4 URGI, upper receiver group improved. So we did cover that in yesterday's video as well. Some of the other interesting things here, taking apart, looking at the video, is the breakdown of the actual Gunsmith attachments. So there's going to be 5 attachments again, but we do have more spots here. So we have the muzzle, the barrel, the laser, optic, stock, rear grip, the magazine, the ammunition, and the underbarrel. So you get to select 5 of those. And the way this is going to work, you can see M4 556 NATO is the receiver. So by swapping the receiver, you can swap out essentially the different weapons. So like the Hurricane, when that's selected in this video, you'll see the receiver is labeled 5.7 by 28 millimeter, because that's going to be that P90 magazine conversion to the weapon to turn it into essentially, effectively, an SMG version of the AR-15 platform. So by selecting different receivers, some of those receivers may take different ammunition. Like we see with the 5.7, we may have a different receiver for 7.62, 4.58 SOCON. This video is only showing us a little bit of what's to come, but different muzzle options, barrels, obviously. Lasers will be really good. I'm really excited to see what the lasers look like. We saw a little bit of the optics. Now, when we get into the receivers, because this is really where it comes in kind of key, is what do we think of the receivers, or what receivers are there? First off, we see the M4 receiver at base, the M16 receiver. By unlocking the M16 receiver, you're going to unlock effectively the M16 rifle. Then we have the 5.56 Icarus. The 5.56 Icarus appears to be that Fight Light MCR conversion for the weapon, so that'll be the belt-fed light machine gun, from what I can tell, looking at the icon for the receiver. Then we have the Ftech Recon, and the Ftech Recon, that appears to be, we do have another look at it here in the unlock progression tree, and with that particular stock, it looks like how it's going to be coming as an unlock. It looks very similar to a Mark 12 SPR, which again we talked about in yesterday's video. So we'll have to see, and when you hover over in the video, when they hover over the different receivers, you can see the different stat damages there. So the Ftech Recon has better damage at range. So that's definitely your DMR conversion for the receiver group. And then, like I said, the FSS Hurricane is that AR-57 conversion for the M4, turning it into the AR-57, firing those P90 57 by 28 millimeter rounds from the top fed P90 magazine. But again, it is really cool to see that Ftech Recon. That's going to be, like I said, the Mark 12 SPR. Really excited for that. Finally, we'll get some actual DMR conversions for this. So I'm really excited for this. There's a lot to digest here, but really no new weapons that we saw. We did see some different attachments, some different stocks, some optics, grips, things like that. But overall, no new weapons here from what I can tell outright. We did see, obviously, a pistol there, which, again, we'll get into all this in depth when we get the beta, especially after tomorrow's event for COD Next, which I will be live streaming here on the channel. So I will be live streaming COD Next event. Now, I won't be there, but I will be live streaming the broadcast and reacting to it live. So we'll be live streaming it, breaking down any weapons, gameplay. There is going to be creators that are going to be playing Warzone 2 tomorrow, we heard, as well as Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer. So we're going to get a lot tomorrow, and I'm assuming we'll probably see a little bit of DMZ potentially also. But I'm really excited to see kind of what the weapons look like. What are the weapons we're going to see? Because really we see a lot of the we only see the M4 here. So I'm really excited to see what some of the other weapons are going to look like as far as customization goes. Especially in yesterday's video, we talked about the SCAR platform, the AK platform. So this is looking like everything I predicted is going to be right. Just a matter of how much content and attachments they include. But the overall Gunsmith does definitely remind me of kind of a more simplistic version of Tarkov mixed with more of World War III, I would guess. This is exactly what I wanted. I really like that you're going to have to think with the receiver groups and things like that in order to swap calibers, it looks like, and have your weapon perform in a different way. And this, I think, allows them to, instead of having an M4 turn it into a 9mm, it's just more difficult to balance things. But you have one weapon that effectively can unlock what we're seeing here, at least 4 to 5 different weapons. And those weapons will have their own stats because those receivers are locked to that particular weapon. So an M16, the Hurricane is an SMG, so it will hopefully make things easier to balance for the weapons, as well as allowing them to have less base weapons, but more weapons overall, I would assume. So I'm really excited for this. I think this is really, really cool, and I really can't wait to get my hands on it. We have 2 years of support here for Modern Warfare 2. Definitely going to be getting my hands on this as soon as possible and breaking this down for you guys. Let me know down below what you guys think of the Gunsmith here for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, what you're expecting to see tomorrow with COD Next. I'll be doing the live stream tomorrow, like I said, covering COD Next. We'll have a video out after that, breaking everything down, and then I'll be going live that night for a special episode of The Scope with Crash Games FPS over there on the channel to have a special episode of The Scope where we'll break down everything that we saw here at COD Next. And then Friday, the 16th, I will have hands on the beta. I will be streaming that again on Friday and throughout the weekend. So we'll get a lot of hands-on, break down a lot of this stuff, and we'll get in the game and play with these weapons and the conversions and everything to give you guys a taste of what it's going to look like and what we can do with these. I'm really excited to see the conversions and finally make conversions again. Let me know your thoughts down below the Gunsmith. Let me know if I missed anything. But again, nothing really new here. I just kind of wanted to give my overall thoughts and how it's going to work. So it's really cool here in the video. At least the M4 is unlocking, from what we can see, 4 additional weapons to that. And then we do see a nice shot of what looks some, I guess, base builds here. We see a lot of nice base builds for some tactical looking M4. So I'm really excited for it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Till next time, this is Buffner Gaming, breaking down the Gunsmith for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. See you guys tomorrow for COD Next. Till next time, Buffner Gaming, out.